All the kids kind of like, they go a little bit wide-eyed as they're like, and like three of them are huddled together. Lawrence is like, hey, that wasn't me. Hey, hey, Ben, how does your dog feel about weed, man?
I'm not responsible for what my dog, who was bred to hunt wolves, does to you if you drop that roach on the ground.
Hey, man, we all need a break, you know.
And my wolf hunter needs a snack.
What better snack than these mushrooms I've been carrying around?
Jesus.
I'm going to bury him in solid ground.
I'm just fucking with you. I don't know what's happening out there.
The plateau that we're on, is there any way, apart from scaling that cliff, is there any way to get to where the kids are?
There's just, you mean from below?
Anywhere, 360.
360, it's the ladder is like the main way.
If you want to get your dog up, I've got some rope.
No, if this is a safer place for the kids to be, I'm fine going down there with him, but I don't want to leave the kids up here if there's a way that, like, somebody can sneak up around back.
How did you guys get in here anyway? Did you walk in for hours, or is there a different way? Do you have a vehicle parked somewhere?
Oh, yeah, we got some, like, well, we walked in, but we got our tents are kind of a little ways further. It's kind of like this nice little mossy area, and it's really soft.
Huh.
Let me guess, Dale approved the camping permits?
Yeah, Dale gave me this certificate, and she like unrolls it. It's got the ranger seal and everything on it. Like the stamp or whatever you guys use.
It's all wrote in Comic Sans and
you see it was signed by @BigDale6969.
Perfect.
I would love to see his handle in cursive.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so if I feel confident that there's no way for anybody to kind of like sneak up behind, and like anything that we're hearing is kind of on the lower side of this wall we just scaled, I'll make my way down the ladder the same way I got up, and just be there with Rowdy.
Okay, yeah, easy to do.
I'm going to say to the kids when Ben moves away a little bit, I'm going to say, kids, stay close to the fire and make it bigger.
Did you say you make the fire bigger?
Ed's been like fucking
as soon as you were out of earshot.
Ed and Ed are like drinking beer and like poking at the fire.
This night has not been great, but at least there's beer right now.
Well, to be fair, my thought is that if there's spooky things, perhaps they'll stay away from the light.
Yeah, I think a fire
do you
right
say
now
that out
with
loud?
some responsible supervision is a sensible thing.
No, I just say to the kids as quietly as possible, attempting to keep it out of Ben's ears, make the fire bigger.
And the kids are like, yeah, we're gonna start it again after he left. Yeah, guys. So Ben, you climb down the ladder. I'll move you for now. Lawrence is down there, and Lawrence kind of looks like, you know, he's a chill party guy, but he kind of like is spooked a little bit after what he's been seeing, and he's like, Oh, hey, Ranger man. Yeah, something's moving out there, man.
Can Anne go up to the edge of the cliff, like, with the wider range of view, not by the ladder, and
Copy.
just like, yeah, swing your flashlight out, like, see if anything's moving?
Yeah, you kind of swing your flashlight around, and this is kind of like honestly the view you get, where it's like
Extent of it.
a lot of trees, and like the flashlight only goes so far before it gets dark
Fucking
again.
spooky woods.
What direction was the sound coming from, or was it kind of like all around?
Yeah, I think you rolled pretty good.
I can roll again.
No, it's okay. Well, actually, everyone give me a perception check, but some of these are going to be for different things, and I'll tell you what it is for later.
That's an even 10.
Fuck,
Wait.
6.
Amazing.
But earlier I rolled better.
22.
Shit.
I'm still rolling with disadvantage.
Oh,
I changed my digital dice and I'm rolling much better.
Sick.
5.
brutal. Toman, you're whoa.
Wait, whoa! Whoa!
I did it again. Fuck. Well, I think that's a cheers, right? That's what we said. Cheers, everyone. God, fuck my.
Cheers!
What happened?
What happened?
I said Toman.
Called him the wrong name.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's twice now I've done that.
Close.
I mean, in all honesty, it wouldn't surprise me if Glomin actually is Toman, just somehow sent here.
After having been cursed by a hag that he tried to undermine or something. Yeah.
No, Toman.
It's reincarnation.
Toman went against the Church of Bahamut way back in the day, and now this is the curse that he he suffered.
This is actually the woods from that
from outside of
Debbie
Bridgeton.
plane we were in or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Not gonna lie, me and Tom had a similar discussion about something similar to this.
If you'd like to know more, subscribe to our Patreon and you can see additional content from our home game.
You heard it here first, everyone at home. We haven't played our home game in a while, but I truly would love to have another session now that my main person is awake. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, guys, with those rolls, Ben, you climb down the ladder with that roll, and sorry, you don't climb down the ladder with that roll, but I reordered in my mind as I was finishing that sentence. And you, with a 10, you notice Xander isn't around, and you're like, fuck, I didn't even notice him leaving. Like, where the
Man, hey, Ed. That guy, the
frog.
No, the guy, not the frog. The guy was with us at the start. He was, I don't know. He's like
Ben.
No, the other one. I'm not good with people.
Lawrence.
I'm trying to say the one who's not here. We're missing someone.
Who?
The other one. He was a bit
You
like
got me.
and it's just gonna down the rest of her beer.
Yeah, it's you look at it, it's a any IPA. One of the kids are like, oh, the Nipas taste really gross. I don't like the Nipa. It's really foggy. It's a foggy beer.
I'm a foggy individual.
You just need to find some real beer. Stop drinking shit Dale gives you.
Yeah, he said he knows the guy at the brewery, and they're like really tight. And he said someday he's going to have them name one of the beer after him.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Dale would say.
They're going to call it the Imperial Dale Ale, I think.
You know what, kid? I actually hope they do that.
It's not even the worst name I've heard.
69.
Yeah, 69.
Oh, and it's fucked. What do I see with
20?
With a 22?
Yeah,
what does Ben say?
With a 22, we're back.
I assume
Ben,
I assume it requires me to load my gun.
Something for sure. Do you have a flashlight? I assume.
Yeah. It's like as I'm holding the gun, like the flashlight is kind of like under the stock of the gun where I'm holding onto it.
Yeah. Your previous job would have kind of prepped you for some kind of situation like that.
Actually, yeah. So I actually have my pistol out so that I could appropriately hold that.
You see something far, kind of, I would say, probably like a bit over like 60 odd feet away, and you see something kind of large, like kind of shift, and in coordination with that, like. Lawrence is like, hey man, Ben, fuck, what the fuck was that, man? Is that gonna be? Lawrence gets in close and he's like, is that gonna be like that fucking little goddamn ghost kid? What the fuck was that about, man? I don't want to scare them children up there.
Well, don't say ghost kids. Don't raise your voice higher than what it is currently. Turn around, and despite the fact that you're super hungover, climb that ladder and get near the fire.
I did hear some beer opening up there. Yeah, man, I'll go up that
ladder. Climbing a ladder requires no verbal component. Just move.
Lawrence gets up and he sits down next to you, and he's like, oh, yeah, man, I fucking love these dippers, eh?
Glomin, as a deputized ranger, I give you permission to do whatever it takes to shut Lawrence up at this current moment. Ed, do you have a vantage on anything in the direction that my light is pointing right now?
I will walk over to the cliffside and I do now.
And yeah, in my mind, I'm going to tell Rowdy that as strong of a boy as he is, I'm going to need him to kind of stay away from this until we know what it is.
Do we have radios?
I would have given you guys radios.
I was going to say, you guys have one main radio that connects back to Chuck at the who's kind of like coordinating the search.
Okay. We don't have them like built into our spacesuits or anything.
No. I gave you Ranger issue spacesuits.
Ooh. With Ben's authority, check that he's given me, I'm gonna approach Lawrence and tell him, as Vice President Park Ranger, you have to take those magic mushrooms right now and share them with me.
Lawrence like, hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Hey. And he like looks at the kids and he's like, and then he looks back at you, Glomin, and he's like, oh, hey, bud, man. I sure am hungry for a snack, and it's a good thing we're both vegetarians and we can't eat meat, so we have to eat these mushrooms I packed.
Yeah, they're very good for you. Anything that grows out of the ground is good stuff.
It's all nature, man. It's all nature.
Nature.
Don't eat poison ivy, kids.
Don't eat poison ivy?
He starts scarfing down some mushrooms, and then he hands the little baggie over to you, Gloam, and he's like, all right, man, these might take like a half hour to kick in or whatever, right? I mean, to fill us up, fill our bellies with nutrients.
I take a dose, and then I offer it next to Ben.
Ben's far down the ladder. I think Ed and Ann are around.
Oh, well, I offer it to Ed and Ann.
Anne's gonna reach past you for one of the beer that's left.
Yeah. I think there's 4 beer left right now. Or no, 3, because Lawrence took one.
Ed's gonna look and be like, "Are you fucking serious?" No.
Why not?
Ben moves forward 20 feet towards the moving and the sound.
Cool. I like it. You rolled 22, right?
Yep.
With a 22.
When Ed sees Ben walk out 20 feet, he's going to kind of snap to attention and hold his rifle up, watching in Ben's direction.
Copy that. Ben, you walk. Ben, because you rolled a 22, I will tell you that you spot. I have some tricksy things in the woods. Some tricksy things that shouldn't be in the woods, but they are in the woods. And maybe someday you'll figure out why. But you spot a bear trap 10 feet ahead of you. Because you rolled a 22 earlier and you decided to move in this direction, that you kind of look at this and you're like, what the fuck? Like that? No, that's the biggest nope. Like fire, nope. This bigger nope.
All right, I'm going to be mindful that it's there, and I will get rid of it before we go, but I'm also, again, because of my past training, am considering it as a potentially useful item. I am managing my environment, and I will continue to move forward.
I like it.
I will also, because I'm only up 20 feet, I'm still within distance to talk to Rowdy, and I'm going to tell him exactly where that trap is.
Copy. Yeah, makes sense. Anne and then Glomin, what are you two doing? As you see, like, Ben is kind of moving further on, and Lawrence is like, Lawrence is doing a pretty good job of it, like entertaining the kids, because he's kind of a shithead. He's like, hey, this is what your parents don't want you to know about. Like, oh man, hey, did you see this? And he flicks something into fire, and the fire turns like blue or whatever. And he's like, oh, it's pretty wild. Hey, yeah.
I would say Anne's got like half an eye on the kids and Lawrence, but is just nursing a second beer.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah.
Can I hear anything that Lawrence is saying, or am I too far away at this point?
No, you can probably hear it. He's not being the quietest now. After you were like, keep your voice down, he goes up and he's like, hey, I'm away from
he
that
has an
guy.
audience now, so this is the worst thing for a drug addicted narcissist. I would much rather him do mushrooms in the forest than something that could set the fucking thing on fire.
Ben, as you're thinking this, you see blue flame erupt behind you. Fuck.
All right, I'll move ahead another 20 feet.
Ben, you're kind of moving, and give me another perception check as you're now kind of like slowly pacing forwards. You've got Anne as well. Give me another perception check as you're kind of looking.
17.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna unpause the map. So you got Tom. Do you have this open, or do you need me to move you? Okay. Yeah, Tom. If you want to move your movement, I think you've got like 25 or 30. We're not, we'll go like kind of stage by stage as you guys go about this. Glomin, you start making your way down the ladder. And sorry, what were you doing?
I was rolling the perception check that you told me to roll,
Yes.
where I rolled a 4 and a 2
Brutal.
for a total of 5.
Brutal. If it makes you feel better, and if you weren't exhausted, you would have only rolled a 4 anyway.
yeah, it doesn't make me feel better.
But the 4 explodes on a 4, right? Yeah, and you do see Glomin, because that's a very obvious thing that's happening. As you're kind of looking over, you see Glomin making his way down the ladder. You do see Ben moving forwards into the woods. Ed is kind of keeping a careful eye out over what's happening, and you hear Lawrence like talking about some bullshit. He's like, "Oh man, one time I flew over this like 15-foot high cliff in my truck, and it was just like I only bet them $20 I could do it, but by the end of it they were like feeding me bear all night. It was wild, man. Oh, if you look up on YouTube, it's like redneck guy, red truck, 15-foot hop, 2012 YouTube. You should find it, I think. I'm like the 18th video or something there. If you look at it, that's like you're just like you're trying to, with the 4 to 2, you're trying to keep it out of your head, and you're like,
Yeah.
redneck. Maybe I'll look that up later on YouTube. maybe I'll see what he's talking about. Yeah, man, I got like 2,000 views. People like commenting and shit. Like, yeah, I thought I was gonna be famous. Ben, as you're kind of like slowly pacing through the woods, you hear like a. You kind of like look around. Wait, sorry, did you roll again? Remind me. You're muted.
17.
Okay, great. 17 is really good. I'm going to roll a check right now. I'm going to roll it on the map. On the map. On the map.
And I'm only moving forward as long as what I'm perceiving and hearing is in front of me. I'm not going to let anything get to the sides of me.
Yeah. This kind of coincides with this movement. I'm going to roll a number of not a number of. I'm going to roll a dice. It is a D20 dice on the map, and it's going to. I'll tell you that whatever I roll, there's going to be a 1 added to it. I'll tell you that much right now. Here we go. It's kind of like a luck roll. Nothing happened. Oh, there it is. Brutal.
It was a 2.
Oh, it has the name. No, delete chat.
I'm not looking at the chat. I have the map.
Okay, good.
My chat window isn't up. It's full map.
I forgot whoever I have selected, because I'm the DM. That's who it rolls for. Okay. But it was a fucking 2. Ben, kind of clawing it, crawling out of a nearby small pond to your right. You see like this heavy hood and like kind of a cloak. And at your first, you're like, who the fuck? Like one of the teenagers goddamn fell in the lake. That's dangerous. Or in the pond. And then you see this kind of like glow coming out of the hood. And you're like, oh, they're an explorer. Like they got a headlamp. They know what they're doing, whoever this is. And then digging into the ground, hauling itself out. You don't see an arm or like a walking stick. You see what looks like a giant blade digging into the ground. And then this kind of half-cloaked hand claws into the other side and like hauls itself up. As it looks up at you, you have to squint because there's this horrific light, brighter than any flashlight you guys are carrying on you, that kind of like directly aims at you as you're kind of like squinting and looking at this thing, but you kind of get the jump. It does not get a surprise round because it rolled terribly. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Do I get disadvantage on initiative?
No, just roll.
Okay.
Roll normal.
Okay. Initiative is an ability check.
I wasn't here. I was going to say that when I've lost sight of Ben from where I am, I was going to go down to the bottom of the ladder.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. You can do that.
Well, you lost sight of me, but like where my flashlight is directing, like I'm illuminating areas with intention, hoping that you have that like line of sight vantage point.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, there's another light source on the field now, because in this high tension environment, Anne now looks like she has static electricity clinging all over her body.
Hey.
And it's like lighting up a little bit.
I like it.
Get it, girl.
I like it. And you feel and you feel like this pump of adrenaline and fear as like all of a sudden people are moving and doing things, and you're like, oh, something just got real. Like shit just got a little bit more real. Besides the goddamn ghost that you guys saw earlier. What yeah, guys, initiative. What's everyone looking at?
11.
I got 19.
19. Goddamn.
17.
I had a nat
A nat
20, yes.
Nat 20. 17 for Ben. 19 for Anne. It was 17, Ben, you said, right? No, it wasn't 17.
Yep.
Oh, it was 17.
Yeah, it was.
It's also your armor class. That was confusing. A nat 20 for Glomin. What's the total?
It's my armor class is only 15, but I have 2 points from armor piercing, where it's a tactical vest.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry, Glomin, what was the... you said nat
24.
24 total. God damn. Oh, God. Don't ignore that.
Hidgon, was that another... that was another Savage World joke, wasn't it?
No. He's got a armor piercing.
No, I actually do have a tactical vest, and if I get dealt piercing or slashing damage, then it's 17 instead of 15.
Oh, well, I redact my humor. Or my
I accidentally renamed you 17, and I didn't type it into the initiative value.
That's a fun name.
Chris Almighty.
All right, 17 roll the bin.
Beautiful. Look at that number. Begin. Glomin. You are first, my friend, with that. With that 24.
How did Glomin get him?
No, that wasn't it. Over to the side, you see Glomin. You can actually see Ben turns his flashlight, and you see climbing out of this small pond, this one blade on its arm, this light, an absolute goddamn beacon of light kind of shining out through its hood as another arm claws into the ground, and it's hauling itself out of this pond.
Oh, God. Well, there's not a lot I can do. Well, I will shout to Ben. Fellow Ranger! Weird monster behind you.
Behind me? I'm looking at one in front of me. It's in front of me. Or is he seeing another one?
Oh, no, it's probably in front of you.
No,
okay.
no,
All right.
it's that one.
I was about to say, my flashlight should be pointed directly on that creature.
I say that as I take some movement.
Yeah.
To be close to him.
Yeah, you have enough for sure. You get right up next to Ben as you're both looking at this huge fuck off thing crawling its way out. Is there anything else, Glomin? You moved. You have an action. You have maybe a bonus action, depending.
Nah, I'm just gonna hang here and with my fellow park ranger.
Yeah. See, sadly, you can't turn yourself invisible and wait for the fight to be over.
No.
What a classic moment. All right. Next up, this gosh dang thing clawing its way out stands up fully. I was counting it as prone in my mind, so it stands up fully now, about 8 feet tall. This light still like emitting out from where its head is. One arm kind of gleaming. You see the reflection of the light on one of its arms as you just hear as it gets to its feet, and then the light kind of washes over you. It is going. I need. It takes a step forwards. Glomin and Ben, I need you guys to make a dexterity saving throw.
15.
15.
8.
8. Brutal.
Oh.
Okay, on a failed save, Glomin, I now need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god, here we go.
It's homebrew, baby. We're off the map.
17.
All right. You're not confused, which is great. But you take 10 points of radiant damage. Ben, you take 5 points on a success, and you're not. Neither of you are confused, which is amazing. If you pass the dexterity check, you don't have to make the wisdom check. How fun! Neither of you suffer from the confusion, but this all of a sudden this light starts to feel warm and starts burning your skin as you guys are trapped in this beacon that it's emitting. Brutal, absolutely brutal, you guys. That was its action. It's going to stay there as it's going to move. Wait, what's its movement? It's going to move another. It's kind of like jankily making its way as that beam all of a sudden emits from its face. Next up is the chef, and you kind of hear some shouts from below, and you see this. You avert your eyes for a second. All of a sudden, it looks like it's fucking daylight down below.
Okay. Would I have heard, like, they got hit, right?
I imagine Ben and
Some
Glomin,
sort of
you
pain.
guys probably maybe yelled or something, I guess. It was pretty pretty unexpected for sure.
So Anne would run as far towards them as she could down the ladder.
Remind me what's Anne's movement?
I want to say 30, and I'm right.
30?
Should be 30.
I'll say 30. You can just make it to the very bottom of the ladder there.
Okay, do that. Then I can see a monster, or that might be behind a tree.
Just through the trees, you can actually see half of it, and it's emitting this light as well.
All right, gonna feel overwhelmed. Bonus action. Don't feel safe enough. Cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah.
+2 to my AC.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. Amazing. Is that it for Anne?
Yeah.
Ben, you are up.
All right, so like my hand is kind of like up over where I did the dex thing to kind of like block my eyes from the full brunt of it. How much light is coming from this creature? Like, is it like directional, or is it like a radius?
It looks pretty. It's like a flashlight level. Like it's like that, a very directional.
And it's pointing towards myself and Glomin?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to turn my flashlight off and step to the side so that I'm no longer in its beam.
You know what? Here, I'll do you guys one solid. I'll draw out where it is.
Just tell me when Ben is like no longer. Okay,
there it is.
All right, perfect. So Ben is no longer in sight. Like, am I in pure darkness if my flashlight's turned off?
Glomin's got his phone light.
How much is that?
It's like less than 10 feet-ish. So yeah, you're all
right.
Yeah, if you step a few feet away, yeah, you're in total darkness over there.
Actually, no. From here, just to, I can't leave Glomin completely exposed like that. So I'm actually going
Your deputy.
Yeah, I'm actually going to cast Entangle.
Ooh, bonus action wild shape, action entangle.
No, I'm low level. It's a full action to wild shape.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
He whips.
So I am going to entangle it.
Is that a dexterity saving throw?
Strength.
Ooh. Interesting. Let us take a look here.
Grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting at a point within range.
That was a 19.
That succeeds. So
that is difficult terrain in that area.
Perfect.
Yeah, Ed, you're up.
I will move here. Can I see it?
No, you also. There are too many trees blocking your view that way, my friend.
Fuck.
You try to get a better view, and it doesn't make it any better.
That's 20. So 10 movement to go down to the bottom of the ladder there?
Yeah, I'd say you and Anne can split the difference down there.
I will slam up on the bolt on the gun and take a shot.
Do it.
$19
hits.
Also, I should note that I ignore half cover and 3/4 cover.
Yeah, I think you got a full view of it right now, so that's fine.
Just in case. Okay, perfect. So that is 2d10 plus 3.
Shit, son.
13 damage.
13 damage. That's great. You see...
And Ed will look slightly... well, not slightly, but pretty fucking weirded out about what's going on with Anne right now.
You hear a very obvious ding as you make the shot. Like
you hit metal.
Like it hit metal.
Okay. All right, that's my turn.
That's it.
After our last 3 campaigns together,
okay,
Justin's not fucking around, giving us level 2 characters, creatures with resistances. Bless.
Layer action is up next.
Oh.
God damn. Okay.
Fuck you guys. That's what I'm saying.
You can't kill your characters. Can't kill your characters in space, but I can kill them in the woods.
I love that all these space jokes are also time travel jokes.
How can I finally kill the characters? I know, I'll make them level 2 and give them characters with legendary actions and resistance.
You watch as Glomin, well, most of you have eyes on right now. Ben, I think you're actually kind of tucked around a tree. For the most part, most of you see this creature reaches down with its actual functioning hand. Glomin, you have the best view of this metallic, rusted-looking, constructed hand reaches down to its side and holds up like a lantern, and the lantern just lights in blue flame, and it flicks it. As it flicks it, it crashes on the ground near Anne and Ed. And you guys see it break in front of the ground, and the flame erupts in front of you and then hovers in the middle of the air as this creature made of blue flames is now it's standing hovering in front of both of you. That's the layer action out of the way.
It's a goddamn
Glomin, it is back to your turn.
Well, I am gonna try to get out of this light that I'm in, and I will run up to the thingy.
Amazing.
And grab, because my skin's poisonous, high five him, go to high five him.
I like it. Make a give me an unarmed attack roll, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a really strong high five.
yeah.
16.
16. You hear. Everyone hears this Glomin hits the side of this thing on its arm. Glomin, you feel cold steel as you hit down on this being, and when your hand whips away and you see the slime, that greenish kind of poisonous slime that you have the ability to leave, and its head just kind of cocks towards you. It doesn't seem affected by anything you just did.
Ooh, that's not good. I'm going to leap up into the tree.
Interesting. Yeah, there is a tree there. Give me an athletics check.
That's a 10.
A 10? Yeah, I'll say with your ability, for sure, you can make it with a 10. It is going to make its reaction attack against you. I don't think that's going to hit. 11 against your AC.
No.
As you realize, you're like, oh god, that did nothing. You right? Leap backwards up into a tree, and it whips at you with this massive arm of cold metal, and it completely misses you. Thank the gods.
Gods.
Yeah, that was anything else, Glomin?
I will use my last inspiration and whip out the dance mat and inspire
from a tree.
Yeah, in the tree. And I'm going to inspire Ed.
Oh,
with his gun.
Amazing. Ed, yeah, you see, maybe the dance doesn't get you, but it was pretty brave of this little frog to run up straight to this fucking thing and try to hit it, and then leap out of the way and dodge this giant arm blade. And then he just starts doing this dance with the dance mat up in the branches. You I believe it's a D6 for your inspiration. Is that right? Does it say?
Yeah.
So. You have inspiration, Ed. If that's the end of Glomin's turn, Glomin, yes. I'm going to move you. I'm just going to move you back. We'll say you're back here, but you're. I'm going to say your leap was 15 feet, right? Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to add a little plus 15 there, just so I know, just so I can keep track of shit. Next up is. I'm going to eventually accidentally call it by its name, but next up is the Lantern Construct. It sees Glomin kind of leap out of the way, and you see the giant beacon whip up and then come back down straight and then whip around behind it. It's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 run towards Ben. And it's going to multi-attack, baby. What was that? Oh, God, that was a 20 total. You can only do that one once, and that is... I don't think that second one hits. 17 total?
Is it slashing or piercing damage?
The first one is slashing damage. The second one is bludgeoning damage.
Okay, then I'm only a 15 for bludgeoning damage.
Okay, cool. So both hit is what I'm hearing. That is 8 damage slashing for the first attack. I might kill you guys. And the second attack...
You are straight up killing us.
3 bludgeoning and 4 radiant damage as it slices across you, Ben. You're out. Ben is out. Oh my God, I killed someone. Ben, it claws, it slices, I should say, across you with this massive arm blade, and then brings this beacon of its faceplate down on you, and you feel this searing
point of order.
Yes.
Point of order. How much movement does he have?
It was exactly enough to get to you. I counted the difficult terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 10 feet.
Continue with your flavored murdering of me.
It was 10 feet. Just so you know, it was 10 feet on a diagonal, and then 20 feet to make it to you from there.
Cool.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not gonna. I'm not a guy who's gonna lie or fuck you guys over if.
I just didn't know if you forgot your difficult terrain.
So Ben is quite a ways away, making death saving throws. God damn it! Not great, you guys. I'm gonna put a little skull on you, for my own benefit. Wow, what a turn. Anne, you are up next. You see Ben's flashlight. Actually, you see this glow look up in the trees and then turn towards Ben, and then you see Ben's flashlight like fly out of his hands in the distance.
Okay.
And then hovering,
and there's a flame monster in front of me?
Hovering in front of you is like this weird, like about 4 feet off the ground.
All right. I'm going to say Anne's not thinking much. So after seeing what looked like something very bad happen to Ben, I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm not even engaged with it. I can just avoid this flame monster, right?
You would have to go.
Yeah,
you would have to. Let me zoom in. Sorry. You would have to run in a straight line for anything bad to happen. Basically.
All right, so I'm gonna not run directly beside it, and I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna use my action to move again, so I can try and get as close to Ben as I can.
That will put you in melee range, just so you know.
Of Ben, yeah?
No, of the...
Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm looking at this.
Yeah, he's standing like over me.
Yeah,
right
it
now.
is between...
Oh, he's kind of blocked by the tree from my view, so...
Yeah.
Right. Okay, then that would be idiotic. Let's go with...
You got any of them healing words?
No, I do not.
Brutal.
Fuck. I don't know. No, Anne didn't know what was going on. She would have avoided the flame thing.
Okay.
Just gonna frustratedly scream at this creature and cast Toll the Dead.
Ooh, I like it. It has taken...
That's a wisdom saving throw.
Sick.
Boom.
It has taken damage, so that's a thing.
Anne
right?
has like a strange... Anne looks kind of strange right now. She's like glowing a little bit with the static electricity, but then also shimmering a bit on top of that. And she's like a beer and a half deep in the woods late at night and just not having a good time. She is at the end of her rope just screaming at this demon, and this loud bell sounds.
Surprisingly, this weird construct, not that wise. It rolled a 5.
We get it then. And you said it's damaged already.
It is damaged already, yes.
It's a D12.
Damn.
That is 9 points of necrotic damage.
God damn. And you know what? While Ed's shot looked like it didn't hurt it as much, this for sure looks like it hurts it some.
Yeah.
Then need to make you need to make a wow, I tried to make that sound like epic and I fucked it up. Editing magic.
Well, to be fair, it's probably the first time you've asked one of your characters to make a death save, so
no,
the words don't form in your mouth.
For sure Mateo has made some death saves in our game.
Hidgon,
Yeah.
don't taunt the DM.
Don't taunt the DM in the only game of D&D where I have been winning.
Let him have his moment. We're going to kill the fuck out of this thing.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to fuck it up somehow. 17. Amazing. That's a success, my friend.
I just wanted. I rolled on D&D Beyond as I clicked it and I was like, I want to roll on Foundry, but I got a 3 on D&D Beyond, so I'll take the 3 for this one. And
I love it. I love the honesty. It's good stuff. That was your death saving throw. Failure with a 3.
Failure.
Not looking
3
great.
plus 17 would be
I
a
don't
20.
know.
So I think
Right,
he's
that's
off
how
with
we're
1 hit point.
going to do it. We're going to add the most.
that is true.
Ed. You're up.
Would
sorry.
Rowdy get to act on this after seeing me go down? I know I told him to stay away.
You did tell him to stay away is the thing. Give me a luck check for Rowdy. 11 to 20. He
listen. I'm not too excited about it. I'm just I see him there right next to Ed.
And
he's in this guy's well illuminated, so he would have 100% seen me go down.
That's why I'm here for it. Give me just a 11 to 20. Rowdy will respond. Oh, brutal. Now
nope.
Good boy. He's well trained. He's too well trained. Next up.
No, he's like a mosquito. He's distracted by the light.
Next up is Ed. Ed, you took a shot and you did for sure hit it, and it definitely sounded metallic as it made contact.
I am going to use my 30 feet of movement to go 1. What's the straight line to get to Ben? I'm going to go in straight line to get to Ben. I'm going to use can I use an action surge for movement?
Yeah, because you can turn an action into movement.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that so I can move 60
feet. You take
feet.
the dash action.
You're going to move 60 feet? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to go around this thing.
No, I'm taking the attack of opportunity. I don't know what the fuck that thing is.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean. You can't go straight through its square is what I'm saying, sorry. He is still a little bit beyond your reach. You are in melee with the construct. This little thing is going to... Does an 18 hit you, Ed?
18?
Yeah.
Yes.
Brutal. You take 10 damage. I rolled max. You take 10 damage as you're kind of running around this blue spectral light in the center. It whips out to try to almost like it's trying to consume you, and you feel this horrific burn of I guess it would be radiance actually. So 10 radiant damage you take as you make your way around.
Okay, well, I feel like I would know I'm not going to get to Ben in time. I'll stop here. and just kind of scream at the thing, like, just, hey, just trying to distract him. And I will take another shot at him with the hunting rifle.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Fuck, that's an 8.
He's not going to do it. You feel like a little bit nervous, and your nerves get the better of you as your shot kind of goes wide.
And for my bonus action, I'll do the one thing that I can do and take a second wind because I feel like I'm going to die if I don't.
Is that it for Ed after the second wind?
Yes, I heal 8.
Amazing.
1d10 plus 2.
Next up, you watch this billowy flame kind of as it begins to float upwards. Pythagorean. The newfie in me is like, Pythagorean? His fucking Pythagorean was nuts. What a fucking...
That's one of them fucking, like, Greek fuckers, right? He has, like, that Pythagorean thing going for him, right?
Boys, I was on the Pythagorean last weekend. Got fucking blitzed.
I fucking tied one on at the Pythagorean, you know what I'm saying?
He'll make it not quite to Glomin, but he'll get up pretty close. Glomin, you watch as it's like, and you see it coming through branches and trees, this blue spectral flame, and then disappears.
It's good news, I think.
Next up is the layer action. I have to roll for it. I'll roll it on the map. Let's make a public roll for everyone to see. Guys, this is Dragon Breath rules for those familiar with D&D. Here we go. It does not get the lantern ability back. Good news for all. It does not create another spectral flame. How nice. How nice is that? Glomin, it is your turn, though.
Ooh. Okay. I will leap 25 feet out of the tree towards Ben.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
No, I can do a standing leap 25 feet from where, you know.
Give me either acrobatics or athletics, just to see if you take any fall damage as you're kind of leaping.
Sure. That is a natural 20.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Fucking amazing. Glomin, you see the spectral flame coming at you through the trees, and you're like, nope. And you leap towards Ben with no fucking... You know what? 10, 15... I'll say you can actually make it a little bit further with a natural 20. I'm going to move you if that's okay. Feel free to adjust it a little bit, but I'll say you can kind of make it up to here. So Glomin, you could make it right next to Ben if you wanted.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Amazing.
And then
go out. You can.
I will cast Cure Wounds.
Amazing.
On Ben.
Okay.
But I do have to touch him, so
yeah, this is what a very interesting situation this is.
He wipes his hand off and then touches.
Any creature that grapples you or otherwise comes in direct contact with your skin must succeed on a DC 12 saving throw or become poisoned for 1 minute. That doesn't mean it deals damage. That just means they are under the poison condition, which is disadvantage on attack
So
rolls.
Glomin's healing spells are just a little tough love.
Nowhere in the healing spell does it say
exactly.
it needs to be direct contact with the skin. You could touch my clothes.
Oh, that's a very good point. That's a very, very good point.
Unless Glomin is one of those people that needs to like really get in there.
Yeah, no, I want to touch your skin.
He's like,
I'm still gonna touch your skin.
Rubs your face.
Wake up!
Glomin is goddamn touching Ben's. Ben, give me a DC 12 con save to not be fucking poisoned by this frog.
17.
Hey, he did it. Glomin, roll your cure wounds.
Okay.
Goddamn amazing.
8.
8.
Woo!
Beautiful. That's great. I'll take off the little skull. Ben, you're like laying out. You got a brutal wound on your chest, and you're like laying on the ground, and this like, like this slime is on your face, and you're like, and you see the construct standing above you, and Glomin is like,
what an unlikely hero.
With that, it is the lantern construct's turn. Guys, we have another roll. We have another public roll. This is for its radiant beam. Here we go. Dragon Breath rules. Gets it back. I need Ben and Glomin to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I wanted to be a 17, 13.
13?
16.
16 saves. 13 does not save. Ben, give me a wisdom saving throw.
16. 16.
Fucking amazing. You are not confused. Great news. You do
but
take...
I'm unconscious again.
No, you take 5 radiant damage. Hey, I rolled a 2 and I rolled a 3.
There's the numbers we like to see.
I straight up rolled a 2 and a 3. Glomin, you take 2 radiant damage, and that's 5 for Ben. As again, this beacon from its head erupts in this burning light. It's almost like it's burning you from the inside out. It's not like a fire. It's just like this roiling flame that is internal. Absolutely brutal. It's not going to move because it's loving its life there. And it's your turn.
Okay. Anne was looking at the frogman because he looked a little hurt and was looking at Ben, obviously, but then the frogman leapt out of the tree directly to Ben. Like, very overwhelming things have been happening. Anne's just gonna run straight at the monster.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can make it, right?
Yeah, exactly 30 feet can get you in melee with it.
All right, and that'll give me flanking because Ben's still up, right?
Yes, yeah, and Glomin is also in the mix, so yeah.
Actually, yeah, fuck it. She's really exhausted and not thinking super clearly, we'll say. But attached to her pack within easy reach is what we're calling her melee weapon, which is her cast iron frying pan.
Yeah.
She went on a hike with a frying pan. I love it.
Well, she grabbed her rucksack from home, which has all of her cooking supplies.
Amazing.
It's just a small one. I'm using the club stats.
Yeah.
Patrick
So,
approves so much.
The flanking should cancel out my disadvantage from exhaustion, right?
Yeah, you don't
yeah.
have disadvantage on attack
No,
rolls.
yeah, attack rolls are you have advantage. Yep.
Yeah.
Exhaustion.
It's not until 3rd level exhaustion that attack rolls, so it's only ability checks with 1st level.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, so I get actual
So,
advantage.
Yep.
Advantage.
Here we go. Oh.
Oh no.
rolled a 3 and a 4, so it doesn't matter.
You come into full contact with this thing. You're shaking, like the reverberation from it. You're like, oh fuck! Why did I do that?
Yep. I think that's it.
Brutal.
Oh no, that's it.
Brutal, absolutely brutal. Next, Ben, you're very injured, laying on the ground.
I'm gonna stand up to my full height,
yes,
and looking up at this thing, seeing Anne crackling with energy, Glomin there. I'm just gonna kind of reiterate I can't stress this enough to everybody. Be mindful of the deer. And I'm going to wild shape into a stag.
Sorry, while I think of this, before I forget, Anne, what did you roll for your...
Oh, I rolled a 13, which gave me a +2. So I was at 14, but then I cast Shield of Faith, which is concentration, and I haven't been hit yet. So I'm at 16 for my AC.
Okay, I was making sure your Tempest didn't do something crazy. Okay, cool. Sorry, Ben.
No, it was normal. Yeah.
Continue, Ben. Sorry. Yes. You are a goddamn
no problem.
Stag.
I am gonna bonus action heal myself before I go into stag form.
Understandably.
And then I'm going to become a stag with I'm rearing up so that I'm gonna come down for a trample on my next turn.
Amazing. Yeah, beautiful. Ed, this guy you know pretty well.
I'm gonna move.
Yep.
I'm gonna move away from it.
Okay. Yeah.
To kind of try and set myself up for a trample.
Cool. Yeah. Do you need 20 feet for trample or no?
Yeah.
What is your AC?
Oh, fucking 13.
Okay.
I'll pull it up. Hang on.
It's on public. Here we go.
10.
Brutal. That's 19. Oh, only 2 damage though.
Oh, yeah. Hit points is 13.
It cuts across you, and you definitely feel that sting, but you feel like it could have been a lot worse, for sure. Ed, you just watched this guy turn into a deer.
It's a stag, so much more regal.
He Princess Mononoke
so many things.
into a stag.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's a good movie. I don't think anyone turns into a deer, but
it.
When I think of stag, I think of Princess Mononoke for some reason.
Ed has a lot of things going through his head right now. One of those thoughts is, have I actually killed a man? And eaten him? Is there a man's head hanging up on my shed? And and through that confusion, he is going to shoot his gun at the metal thing. Which is somehow the most normal thing he can see right now.
Yeah, you ignore the cover that Anne is somewhat providing, so it's all good.
22.
For sure hits.
And 14 damage.
14 damage.
We had
you fire at it, and you for sure see it now, and you hear that toom as it staggers a little bit and then rights itself. It for sure took damage, but it doesn't look as injured as it could be with a goddamn close range rifle shot.
Seeing that my gun isn't doing much as much damage as I would like it to be doing, I'm just going to, it's on a sling on my back, so I'm just going to let it drop to my side. And considering I'm not using a bonus action, would you allow me to take the axe from my backpack?
Of course, yeah. I'm down with that.
Cool.
I'll say it's not even a fact of taking it out of your backpack. You probably just have it fucking on the side or something, right?
Yeah. He doesn't fuck around when he goes into the woods. He brings an actual wood splitting maul with him.
Yeah.
You don't want a frying pan? Whatever.
I mean, there's probably one of those in there too, but and that's
What do you
that's
think
my
you're
turn.
better than me?
Amazing.
Hey, I'm fighting over here.
Fighting over here.
Okay. Cool. Ed, the air around you gets slightly warmer. Next up is the layer action. I'll do this on Foundry. Here we go. This is going to be like a kind of dragon breath weapon situation. It happens. The lantern, now seeing a stag, and then it feels this clunk on its back. It turns around, and you see it reach down and hold up this kind of lantern-esque thing, and a blue flame
Come
erupts
at me, bro.
inside, and it throws it just slightly behind you, and right next to Ed, and another blue little spectral flame erupts in between you guys.
Oh.
Is what happens there.
No saving throw or anything. It doesn't actually deal damage.
Nope.
Just summons a little piece of shit.
It's a new.
For all intents and
creature
purposes, it's a new creature. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. It has its own. They have a set initiative, so it doesn't get to go yet. I rolled a 1 for their initiative, but the lantern layer action goes at the bottom of initiative, so technically that creature just missed its initiative.
Perfect. That worked out well.
I didn't want to have a initiative 20 layer action for your guys' first encounter at level 2. I'm not a monster. Guys, thank you so much for listening. The No Fame podcast Null Short is Justin Crane as Dungeon Master, Sinéad Marguerite as Anne, Justin Gaudreault as Xander, Tom Pickup as Glomin, Patrick O'Reilly as Ed, Matt Hidgon as Ben. Intro music written and recorded by Justin Crane at Crane Audio. All other music supplied by Epidemic Sounds. Be sure to follow us at nofamepod. Check us out at patreon.com/nofamepod, and we will catch you later on. Excuse me. These Dippas guys are getting to me. I don't think that was a Dippa. I think that was I'm drinking the wild Bologna. That's what I'm doing.
Isn't wild Bologna a dipper?
No, I think it's just
An IPA?
An IPA.
What is a dipper? I don't know. What is a
double
dipper?
IPA?
A double IPA.
Double IPA.
What does that mean?
It's like an 8% or 8 to like 10% IPA.
An IPA stands for
Imperial Pale Ale or India Pale Ale.
India Pale Ale.
Indian.
And the
Okay.
NE was New England?
New England, yeah.
Yeah.
They're the hazy boys, usually. I'm so used to drinking Imperial that I forgot it also stands for Indian Pale Ale.
Well, that's what my first thought was India Pale Ale because of
Yeah.
India Bear. But I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, the Imperials are usually heavier on the percentage.
Is India like the Bear India? Is that
It's
an
just
India Pale Ale,
it's just
or is it a lager?
It's a I think I think it actually is no.
It's a lager. I'm pretty sure it's a lager.
I'm pretty sure it's a lager, but it was named. The reason it has that name it was named after the inventor's dog. His dog's name was India, and it was a Newfoundland dog.
That explains the logo.